What's going on, guys? It's your average
God of War. We can run God of War.
Another trip out to the PlayStation headquarters to see the newest version of their handheld line.
I think it looks very sick.
Sorta. Today, let me introduce you guys to the PlayStation Portal. So let's talk about the PlayStation Portal and everything you need to know. So pretty much what we're looking at is a DualSense controller.
Nah, it's big. It's pretty
with an
big.
8-inch display slapped right in the middle. And that 8-inch display is a 1080p panel with a 60 hertz refresh rate, and it should have all of the features that you come to expect from a standard DualSense controller. So pretty much all of the same buttons, and for the trackpad, there's like a virtual trackpad built right into the touchscreen, and you can pretty much use it with any thumb. They kind of got them on both sides of the screen. Now, if we take a look around the device itself, first things first, I gotta say, it is really lightweight, which was really surprising.
Monitor that small and it's only 60 hertz. Do you know what, Josh? That is exactly what I said. That is exactly what I said. Now, that's what annoys me about it, but at the same time, I think that's how they've managed to keep the price down so low.
Feels really comfortable to use in the hands.
I think that's how they've kept the price so low.
And it feels just like you're holding a DualSense controller. What is really cool though, it has these nice LED strips on the side. So with certain games that use it, it looks really cool.
Thumbsticks on this? Yeah, of course.
Playroom.
It's a PlayStation controller.
I love the way the blue LEDs looked on the side. And on top of the
Nintendo
device,
made by
we've got a few
PlayStation.
buttons. We've got the power, your PlayStation Link button that allows you to pair to some PlayStation headsets, which we'll talk about a little bit later, as well as your volume controls on the side. And
I do like the look of
that
it,
white
though.
portion, you've got your USB-C port as well as an auxiliary port. So if you want to plug in some headphones,
Nintendo has PS.
Right there. Overall, the screen is really thin and it's a really lightweight device, wide, but it is really comfortable to use and it's actually a really nice looking screen. Now I know the burning question is what exactly is this device and what can it do? Well, this is PlayStation 5 companion and it's going to be completely dedicated to remote play, like a lot of us guessed. So that is the main function of this device. Now,
wait, completely remote? He said dedicated to remote play, right? Does that mean that you can't play it unless you're using your PlayStation? You can only use this if you're playing your PlayStation?
Even though it's a remote play device, it should still have all of the features you typically get from a DualSense controller. So even all of the haptics should feel exactly the same as using your regular DualSense controller with your PS5. So unfortunately, we're not looking at this as like the next Vita or anything. This is an accessory to your PS5. So maybe somebody's...
Yo, that is such an L. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still copping it. I'm 100% still copping it. But bro, it's literally just remote play.
Or you want to lay down in bed while you play your game. Whatever your situation may be, this is going to be that device that lets you play your PS5, but comfortably in a different location. And from my understanding, this device should run remote play better than what we see on like a smartphone or a laptop. So any other devices that can use remote play, the PlayStation Portal should be more optimized to run smoothly compared to those devices. Now, in the brief moments that I had with it, it ran really smoothly. And if I'm being honest, I couldn't tell that it was remote play. It felt like I was playing the game right on the device. So that's a big win. Of course, you're gonna get better results when you're on the same Wi-Fi network as the PlayStation 5 and you've got a good connection. Now you might be wondering, can you access remote play somewhere else? Maybe if you don't want to play on your couch.
That's exactly what I'm wondering.
Else, yes, you can. The quality of your stream is always gonna depend on your internet connection. Like me personally though, I wanna see if I can just hotspot from my phone straight to the device. That's what I used to do with like my Vita and my PlayStation 4 years and years ago. I wanna see if I can get that to run now. It'll work, but I wanna see how good it'll be. That's gonna be for another video. Now, of course.
Nah, that's kind of dumb. I'm sorry, that's kind of dumb. So you mean to tell me if I can't use this if I'm on a plane, I can't really take it anywhere. I have to have Wi-Fi. What's the point in this? What's the actual point in this? I don't get it. So you'd want a console like this to be able to use it when you're on the go. Otherwise, you'd just use your PlayStation. So what the? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand.
The next thing you're going to want to know is pricing, right? Jay, you weren't there. What do you think the price
It's
is gonna be?
handheld. The point of a
gonna
handheld
be $199.
is that you can take it places.
Surprising, right?
If I'm traveling, I have
So I was a
to
little
use
surprised
my
when I heard
phone
the price
data.
too, because I think everyone assumed, you know, you put a screen on something, it's going to be like $300. It's actually going to be $199, and I think that is PlayStation saying like this is truly an accessory. It's not supposed to be this expensive standalone device. It is truly supposed to be an accessory.
So it's legit
for
not
your
meant to be a
PS5 if you just
handheld
wanna play
console.
somewhere else in the home. But of course, I'm curious what you guys think of the pricing. Let me know with a comment down below if it's higher or lower than you expected. Now, I didn't get told exact dates, but pre-orders should be really soon, and this is going to be coming out later this year.
That's
now, let me know what you
mad.
guys think of this being a dedicated remote play device.
Just to play
Is it
handheld
an
instead of big
accessory you
screen?
find yourself
Yeah.
picking up?
I don't get it,
I
man.
can see myself wanting it because there have been plenty of times I want to
Yo,
play my
Sammy, what's going on,
console,
man?
but I can't dedicate a
mean,
bunch of
even-
hours to sitting on the couch and really getting down with the game. This is something I can see myself playing in bed, so Ari
Probably.
doesn't kill me and yell at me. Now, for those of you wondering how this thing is actually going to behave, what it's going to feel like to use it, well, from my understanding, it is going to have like its own little separate menus. So you can like log into your Wi-Fi, connect to the PS5, maybe change a couple of settings. We didn't get to see that UI, so I can't really talk about that much. But you're gonna have all those things so you can get your initial setup going. And then you're gonna be able to pair to your PS5 so you can do the remote play. And obviously once it's connected, you're going to have like all the menus and settings and whatnot of like a PS5. We know how remote play works. But you might be wondering what happens if like you try to put this thing to sleep and like, you know, go and do something really quick. Well, you're basically going to put your Portal to sleep. And if you want to run to the kitchen, grab some snacks or a drink, whatever, and you
Yeah.
quickly come back within a few minutes, you're going to be able to resume right from where you left off. But if you go away for a while and you haven't touched it for a bit,
Then the
you're going to
PlayStation
have to
turns off,
reestablish
no?
your connection when you hit that power button. And depending on your settings for your PS5, if it went to sleep or something, turning on the power button with the Portal is going to be able to wake it up and then reestablish a connection so you can continue playing on. But like with any remote play
That's
device,
really
if you hit
baffled
like
me,
that
man.
power button to let it sleep for a bit, you will have your PlayStation running still. So make sure you pause your game or something so that you don't get yourself killed. And of course, you can just continue playing from your PS5 to your Portal or from your Portal back to your PS5. Whatever you want to do, it'll pretty seamlessly go between the two of them. So that's pretty much the PlayStation.
Like for me, right? The thing that's bothering me, right, is this: you can't use it unless you're connected to some kind of internet. Like you should. I know it's being marketed as an accessory, but it is literally a handheld console. It's in your hand. It's a handheld console. Why would they just not allow you to just have downloadable games? Okay, maybe they don't want you to have, you know, complete access to all of the games, but then just have a select few. Why not just allow you, rather than, you know, buying full titles, you get like smaller games? Why not what's it called? Like PSP games and PS Vita games? Why can't you download those and put those on there?
PlayStation Portal, but Sony also showed us two other devices.
They low-key
now,
missed
one
an
of them
opportunity
being
with this,
the
man.
earbuds that we saw with a lot of the Project Q promos, and that is called the PlayStation Pulse Explorer.
Yeah, why couldn't
And
you
these
play
earbuds
like
are, of
play
course,
indie
going to be able
games
to
on
work
there?
with the PlayStation Portal,
Games like My
your
Little Big
PS5,
Planet and shit
even
like
your
that.
PC, as well as your phone, because it's going to have Bluetooth built into it. So
Oh
you're going
my
to be able
God.
to use this with pretty.
I just had a thought, man. Imagine if one of those things gets stick drift. Imagine if one of those things gets stick drift. Imagine if one of those things gets stick
much
drift. It's
Any
over.
device you want to throw at it.
It's
Now, these are
actually over.
Some larger earbuds, but they actually fit comfortably in the ear. They're pretty
earbuds
tall,
look kinda
and
dope,
they
though.
even have some buttons. There's a link button as well as volume controls. The design is pretty interesting. I feel like PlayStation's been pretty bold with the way
No
they've been designing
refund.
these accessories lately, like from the PS5 to the new headsets and the earbuds and everything. I like the direction. It's out there, but it feels like futuristic. I personally like it. Now, what's interesting about these earbuds is that they use this thing called planar magnetic drivers, which is something that's typically found in like really high-end headphones. I'm really curious to see how it performs with like different games and music. It's something we haven't really seen before.
This better not be more
so
than
I'm very
like...
curious to test it out. In my short time with it, they sounded pretty good.
What?
But I had like minutes. So
180
we gotta
quid.
see what it's like to actually spend some time with it. I'm curious to see how it performs.
Like I'm still gonna buy the PS Portal because I think when I'm away from home, I will use it. But obviously, like if I'm going to like Veronica's in Austria or I'm at my parents' house or some shit, then I'll use it because then I'll have a Wi-Fi connection. But it just annoys me how little out of the box they thought with it, considering this is the first thing that they've released since the PSP.
Is that it can connect through low latency
That's mad,
and Bluetooth
man.
at the same time. So if you're using this as a gaming headset, you can also have it paired to your phone so that you can take calls and listen to your game at the exact same time. So
Austria, damn, what's wrong with Austria, bro?
In your game, you can be talking to someone on the phone. If you're in a party chat and on the phone at the same time, things can get real confusing, but it is possible. But you will be able to hear and speak to both sides, people in your party, as well as the person on the phone. Now the Explorers are also equipped with smart microphones, so they've got
but that's what I would
AI
use it
tuning so
for.
that
You know what I mean?
Drown out some of the noise you've got going on.
Like if I'm away from home and want to play some FIFA or something.
A lot of headsets, and I'm happy it's.
Or I want to play a Quest game.
Now, of course, the thing's also going to have a charging case, and it's got a pretty wide-looking design that slides over, which is a mechanism we don't typically see. We usually see charging cases kind of like a clamshell where it pops open. This one slides over to the left. You can pop them out. It has the link button in the center so that you can initially pair them to whatever device you want to pair them to. And it has the USB-C port on the right side. And I know you guys are probably wondering,
the earbuds do look a lot better though.
Devices. Well, we don't have any official numbers just yet, but I will update the description down below with any official numbers that come out, maybe by the time of this video or in the future.
Just use it with your PS Plus.
For the PlayStation Pulse Explorer, Jay, take a guess.
150.
Wrong. 199. Oh, so it's a little bit on the higher end, and this would have been really surprising to me if it weren't for those
the earbuds cost the same as the Portal.
But 199. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Now let's move on to the bigger headset that we didn't know was coming. This is the PlayStation Pulse Elite.
The headphones cost the same as the Portal.
Pulse 3D, and you can kind of tell by the design.
Wait,
it feels
what?
like they evolved like a Pokemon, like they just transformed into the new look. So
That's
it's got a
mad.
pretty wild design, but I'm all here for it. On the left side, you've got like this retractable boom mic with an LED to let you know when the light is on, with a mute button on it as well. And on the right side, you also have another LED to let you know when it's connected to your device. On the bottom of the right side, you'll also find the controls. We've got a power button.
Which ones do you lot think look better?
A headphone jack,
the over-ear ones or the
USB-C
in-ear
port,
ones?
as well as your volume controls. So all pretty standard controls, but there's something interesting about these headphones. There's also a charging port built into the headband. So what's interesting about this is there's now going to be an attachment that comes with the headset that allows you to use it as a hanger. So this hanger can be put on like the side of a monitor, the side of a desk,
that's actually
on a
pretty
stand
cool
of some sort, and you'll be able to actually dock your
the
PlayStation
in-ear?
Pulse Elites so that it can charge like this instead of using the USB-C port. I'm really curious to see what kind of third-party headphone stands we're going to be seeing for this hanger, but it's really cool that it's included in the box. Now this headset's also gonna have those planar magnetic drivers that we saw in the PlayStation Pulse Explorers, so we should hear
out here look a
sound
bit call
quality
center. That's what with
Pulse
the extra
3Ds.
mic thing. I don't like that. That's why I made that face.
All out. Now Jay, price, PlayStation Pulse Elites.
I'm gonna say 250.
$299. No, actually.
250 for the big ones.
$149.99.
The headset?
The headset.
It's cheaper than
It's cheaper than the earbud.
The headset is cheaper than the earbuds. I'm so confused by the pricing of all of this. The Portal is the same price as the earbuds that go in your ears, but the over-ear one that has the hanging charger to go with it is less than both of them. Yo, I'm so baffed. I'm so baffed. This is like EA with the 85 by 10s. I'm so confused, man. I'm so
it's interesting. I was actually pretty surprised too. I thought they would maybe be the
so
same
baffled.
price. but it's cheaper than the earbuds.
The math's not mathing,
I mean,
right?
That's a pretty competitive price, $150.
Who priced
I think
these?
it's a $50 increase compared to the Pulse 3Ds. But yeah, $149.99 for those. Now you guys have heard me say PlayStation Link a few times, and that is PlayStation's low latency connection with this adapter. Now PlayStation actually gave a name to it this time because
You're sad? Why are you
there's a lot that
sad?
it can do on its own. So if you have a pair of PlayStation Pulse Elites and you have a pair of Pulse Explorers, you can have them paired to the same adapter, but you can only use one at a time. Once you turn one off, the other will take over. And the headsets can actually be paired to multiple PlayStation Link adapters. So if you want to have one in your PS5, one in your PC,
Well, that's
one
cool.
in your laptop, whatever, you can pair to multiple adapters. So it
That's
makes it
cool.
a little bit easier to swap between devices. So you don't have to like pull out your adapter. plug it into
Astronomically
the new
mid.
device. It's up to you if you want to use it like that, but this is now an option. So to summarize, one adapter can have two headsets and one headset can have multiple adapters. So this PlayStation Link ecosystem kind of thing, it's gonna be pretty interesting. But with the PlayStation Portal, you don't need the adapter. It has
I still like the look of it.
As
Like
that-
I do really like the look of it. I think it's a cool thing. And I'm a sucker for a gadget. Like I legit am a sucker for a gadget. Like I bought a phone because it flips. Like just so I can hang up the phone like that. Like I'm definitely going to buy it. I'm just so disappointed with the lack of creativity that they put into it. When did the Vita drop? The Vita dropped like what? 2012 was it? It was like 2012, right? I think the Vita dropped. All I know is it was ages ago and they had a lot of time to think about this and they've kind of gone backwards a little bit.
PlayStation Link built right
Like the screen isn't even OLED. I don't mean to keep stopping the video, but the screen isn't even OLED. Like that's mad.
into it.
That's
and
mad.
That's it, you guys. That is everything that we learned about the new PlayStation Portal, PlayStation Pulse Explore, and PlayStation Pulse Elite. Let me know what you guys think with a comment down below. Are you picking one of these up? Is it something you guys are interested in? I know I am, but I want to hear your thoughts. And of course, if there's any information that comes out about these that we didn't mention in this video, I'll put it down in the description so you guys can go ahead and check it out and see. But that's it for the new devices. I wasn't expecting a few things, so interested in seeing how it all pans out. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, is it? It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm definitely gonna buy it in the hopes that maybe they allow you to use your PS Plus games on it later on down the line. But I don't know. I just don't know. It's just a weird thing for them to do, to just make it a completely remote only handheld console. There's so many ways they could have made it better and they chose to not. But I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is.